is Glenda, and today I just wanted to share a small part of the process of how to make a deodorant. On my table, I have the containers where the deodorant is going to go, an assortment of scales, a container where most of it is going to be held, and then some of the ingredients on the right. I do have an alcohol solution in this spray bottle, and I use it to spray the containers and also the tools that I will be using. It is pretty much alcohol, rubbing alcohol 70%. One of the main ingredients is tapioca starch. Now I will be showing you some of the ingredients that I use, but I won't share the recipe because I don't feel it's something original of me. I'm trying to copy somebody else's formulation. I've been playing with these ingredients to achieve something similar to the deodorant called piperwai, and if you've never tried or seen this deodorant, I'm going to put a link to their store below. It is a great and wonderful product, and they have managed to make it without using any preservatives or anything artificial. So I really don't know how they made it. My version of it, what I've attempted to make, is not the same. I have changed some ingredients, and I don't feel confident on it not to put a preservative because there is some distilled water in it, or products that have water. That's why I'm using preservative, to make sure that it is safe. Progress. I am still making changes to it. I have lately changed some of two of the main ingredients and the amount. For example, instead of shea butter like I'm using in this video, now I'm using mango butter, and I'm also replacing some of the coconut oil with babasu oil. When I made this video, I was using magnesium citrate, which I found in the store, because I couldn't find magnesium hydroxide, which is what I think it's listed in their label. But lately I did find some magnesium hydroxide, and that's what I have been using. This is activated charcoal, and in the past I've been guilty of using too much, so much that my entire mix look almost black. And if you look at their product, it just has a light gray color. So I did have to experiment a bit to see how much to put so that it wouldn't turn black and it will remain gray. I've only made this deodorant for my family and myself, and so far the feedback that I have received, it's been great. They say that it works, and it works for an extended period of time, like all day, and they're really happy with it. I was buying piperwai, but it is kind of pricey for me, and given that I already have when I look at the ingredient labels, I saw that I already had the ingredients, that I use either for lotion or for soap making, and that's what made me decide to try it. And I've been playing with the amounts for a while, and I think I'm getting close to something that we all like. The first time that I saw their product was in the Shark Tank show, and it was a very convincing demo that they did to the sharks. And if I can find that video, I'm also going to link it in the description box below so you can watch it and hopefully be inspired by it. Now the jeweler's scale is what I use to measure the essential oils, and I use quite a bit of them. One thing that I have noticed is that if I make this deodorant in the summer, it's going to behave different than it does in the winter as far as the consistency of it. Because if the weather is warmer, it seems like the shea butter in it tends to liquefy more, or maybe it's the coconut oil, I'm not sure. And then it becomes very fluid and almost greasy. However, in the winter, when the temperature is a little bit colder, then it stays hotter, and that's something that I'm currently experimenting with still. I am trying to change the amounts of each and replace some of those butters so that I can have a more consistent result. So once everything is mixed, then I'm ready to put it in the jars, and I usually like to cover them and let them sit for a couple days, because at this point some of like the coconut oil and the papasu oil are very fluid, but over time as they come back to room temperature, they will harden a little bit, and then the texture is going to change.